So first, I want to give a moment of silence to the LA Clippers who played their last regular season game in the cryptocurrency arena. So shout out to the Clippers. They're moving to Intuit Dome, and that starts next season.
Well,
The
why
one
the
thing,
fuck? Well, why the fuck is it a moment of silence?
I mean, cause they're not gonna be sharing the arena with the Lakers anymore. I mean,
That's a
they've
good.
been
That's a good thing,
yeah, but I'm just saying they've been doing it for the last 24 years. So
nigga. This nigga asked for a moment of silence.
I had a
Man,
moment of silence, man.
just
All right,
all
so
right.
uh,
The
one
fuck?
one thing that
Get
was
that
one
shit
thing that
out of
was
here.
I'm gonna tell you one thing that was cool though was Steve Ballmer, what he did for the fans. And what he did for the fans was and I want to make sure that I'm not leaving anything off. All the fans were allowed two free food items, a non-alcoholic beverage, and a Steve Ballmer bobblehead. So you got to think of how many fans go to the cryptocurrency arena. They may have been given seats, whatever, but they can't afford the food. They were actually able to eat for free. So I think that was cool, man. That was real cool for their
This
last
is
time in there.
it's the last game.
Yeah, this is what happened for the last regular season game. So gave all the fans, they were able to get two food items. That's
Okay.
cool.
So
You
he was
know,
like, "Let's have a moment of silence. Everybody pray over this food that y'all getting right now, because when you get to the Intuit Dome,
You're gonna have
I'm
to pay
hiking
that
the
more.
prices up." Exactly.
Absolutely.
well,
Yeah.
no, I mean,
So there's the moment of silence. Okay.
actually, no. He was giving them the free food because he was like, it's gonna feel like a preseason game because Paul George isn't playing, Russell
Mhm.
Westbrook isn't playing, Kawhi
Hey,
Leonard isn't playing.
hey, the diversion. The
Yeah,
Hey,
so
diversion.
enjoy this
it
food
was
as you watch Xavier Moon, Kobe
it was
Brown,
actually it was actually a
and
good
BJ
game.
Boston.
That's fucked up, Kevin.
But it was actually a good game though. It was like hold on, which game is that? This the game they
Oh
lost to
no no no
Houston,
no
right?
the Houston game.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
okay. I
it,
wasn't.
it,
Yeah, I thought
yeah,
you talking about the one against Phoenix because that was a good
it
game.
nah, this was preseason vibes, brother. This
Okay, okay.
this was yeah, this was preseason.
Mm.
Oh man.
BJ Boston was out there playing for that extension. Hopefully he gets it, man. Cause
Is he local? He's LA. He's an LA kid, right?
he went to Sierra Canyon his senior year, but he's an Atlanta kid.
Okay,
Yeah, he just came
okay,
out for his senior year.
okay. And while we're
Um,
giving shout outs or moments of silence, today was the WNBA draft. So
yeah,
as expected, Caitlin Clark went number one overall. Um,
Uh-huh.
the center Cardoza went number three to Chicago, and then they
Yeah,
came
she went
back and
number
got
3 to Chicago.
Angel Reese at seven to Chicago.
Yep.
yeah.
I think LA
You know what's
Sparks
crazy,
got
Ubon?
what's up?
I was watching the draft. I told my brother, I was like, I said, the Sparks should draft Cardoso and Angel Reese. And they did not. And
They missed on
Chicago
both
got the
of
same combination. So, you know, I think Chicago came up.
Oh yeah, man. Hey,
them. Man,
that was a good draft. That was a good haul for Chicago.
Yeah.
Um,
Kate,
but
Kate,
I'm not gonna speak too much on it. But that was nice to see like some hype behind the WNBA draft. Like you knew, I normally don't really get into it, but it was cool to see. I was talking to one of my homeboys. That's I ain't gonna go into all the details, but he was he was speaking about how he was glad to see like girly girls back in women's basketball. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just leave it. I'll just
Come on,
yeah,
man.
because
let me just leave it there. I ain't gonna go.
I'm looking at the picture of
Oh
Caitlin like,
man.
what are we talking about?
Nah, but like Angel Reese, even
God,
Cardoza, she's 6'7", but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
yeah, you did.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking.
Cardoso is 6'7". Like,
Yeah.
man, I think Reese is 6'3". Um, you know,
Did
Mm-hmm.
y'all
but yeah,
did y'all see the old picture that they pulled up of Caitlyn as a little girl?
I did.
When she
Uh,
was on the bike, it was looking extra blurry. Like, why
I
is this
did.
picture so blurry? Why is this picture so blurry?
You,
Is this
you know, you know
is
what
this
was
her?
dope though? You know what was dope though is they took her like the goal sheet, the notes to
Yeah,
self, the things that she wants to do, make it to the WNBA and meet Maya Moore and all of that stuff. So the fact that she was able to realize that is dope. And then one other thing I thought was dope is that Maya Moore, it's like a lot of the young kids, she was their goat, even though like her career was short.
yeah,
She left the game early, but her impact though, like they look at her when they have GOAT conversations, her name always comes up. Maya Moore.
yeah.
Like she was nice.
she got two national championships, right?
Yeah,
Two national championships with
she was nice,
UConn.
man.
Uh, like four. She was a four-time All American. I want to say she just, she all the game in the world, but
Yeah.
that her husband boy.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I,
wait,
I was
wait
waiting
on
for
that
the
game.
turn.
Wait on that game. You're up.
I
Mm-hmm.
was waiting
Yeah,
for the
she was. Yeah,
turn.
she was. She went from fighting this case to that
Yeah,
nigga making a case to be her husband.
I was waiting for the turn.
All right,
No,
but
but shout out to
yeah,
Maya Moore. She was with Jumpman. She was with Jordan.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, last note on the home team, the Sparks, they did get Rakia Jackson out of Tennessee. She's nice too. I think
yeah,
she was probably the most skilled guard outside of Caitlin Clark
Yeah,
that was in the draft. So I mean, I think they got is it Cameron Brink from Stanford? Was she at Stanford?
yeah, yeah.
She's at
She at
Stanford.
Stanford.
Yeah, so
Power
she
forward. Yeah,
yeah, so they got her. So that's the combo they got. So I mean, it's nothing to sneeze at. It was just, I was going another route when I said, they should go for the two bigs. But I mean, shit. Brink and Jackson is a dope duo. Um the Sparks are in rebuild mode though. Like they ain't really done nothing lately, so they gotta get it together. So the young talent might do a little something for them.
yeah.
we'll see.
I'm not a fan of Angel Reese basketball wise. I'm a fan of her as a person, but I don't like her game.
Well, like
So
I said when we talked about her in one of the segments before, is I think out of all the star college players, she may have the hardest transition only because of the size factor. Like she's 6'3", but I
yeah,
think she's like 170 or something like that, if that. Like she like where you look at Cardoso is 6'7",
yeah,
and Aaliyah Boston was what, like maybe like 6'4" or something like that, but she's like 200 something pounds. Like
But here's the funny
they
thing.
they're just big.
Here's the funny thing. Even with that, she led the nation in double doubles. Like, so it don't matter.
she plays hard.
And
She's
Yeah,
still
and
she
gonna
that
get
plays hard.
and that's
yeah,
one of the things I said when we talked about her before, is that she does play hard.
She
Like she
does.
yeah.
plays hard. So I'll give her
Yeah,
that. And that's why I was saying, if you get that combo, that's why if you get Cardoso and Reese, which Chicago did, her hustle alone, while you got Cardoso down there fighting and pushing around for rebounds, you know, Angel Reese can get a lot of the stuff on, loose balls and be an active player
They're
and
gonna
makes
own
and
the
make some
board.
stuff happen. Yeah, and
Yeah.
So, but I don't know, Kevin. I mean, why don't you like her
Right.
basketball
Nah,
wise?
nah,
Uh,
fuck them. No, no, no,
uh,
let's not even. Nah, let's not even go down that
I'm just
road. Let's.
okay. I just
Just real
her
quick,
comparison to me.
I'm
No,
curious, man.
I'm
I'm
Okay.
just
I
Okay.
no well her comparison to me. If she was a dude, she's Charles Bow Outlaw.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Charles Barkley. Come on, don't do
No,
her
no, no,
like
no.
that.
She's Charles Bow Outlaw. She's Charles Bow Outlaw. But like Bow Outlaw was a hustle guy, but he wasn't skilled, and he was undersized at his position. Real good role player, good locker room guy, good team guy, sacrifice his body, all that stuff. She does all that stuff well. I just don't think she's a star.
Kev,
That's
stop.
all. That's
You
all.
gotta, you gotta. She was, she was ranked like number one in the nation coming out of high school. She came to LSU, got a national title, multiple All Americans, player current SEC Player of the Year, and she has led the nation in double. Like I don't care unless you're telling me that the women that she's playing against, like these same chicks that's getting drafted to Cardosa, she was literally in the same conference. Cardoza was in the same conference with Angel Reese,
I hear you.
and Angel Reese won SEC Player of the Year. So again, I'm not going to minimize what she's been able to accomplish and call her like a role player. I'd say she may, like DP said, she may have the hardest transition because of her size, but it's no different than a nigga like Draymond Green, undersized, a nigga like Charles Barkley, undersized, a nigga like Dennis Rodman, undersized. Like these are all people that you walk into the NBA and say, you're a power forward. Charles Barkley, you're 6'6". Dennis Rodman, you're 6'5", 6'6". Draymond Green, you're 6'4", somewhere between 6'4" and 6'6". And you guys are power forwards, but you're not gonna look at those guys and be like, yeah, man, he's the comp I have for Draymond or Charles Barkley is Bo Outlaw. Like, no, like these dudes are undersized, but their impact on the game. Like, I watched Angel Reese play against Cardoza. Cardoza had a decided advantage over her, and she was still down there bodying this big ass chick, like throwing bows, getting dirty. Like it
getting
was,
her shit blocked and
but
getting
I'm saying
muscled
like
and
no, no, and still, but
the,
but also muscling though. You get what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like she was just like how.
but they're
This is why I didn't
teammates
even want
now,
to.
so you know what I'm
I,
saying.
This
I,
is why I didn't even want. This is why I didn't even want to go down. Hold on, go
and
down
man,
this rabbit hole. But look, hold
and,
on, no, Kev,
Hey, go
hold
ahead, go
on.
ahead, Umar, go ahead, go ahead.
It wasn't like like when Dwight Howard went to China and that.
oh, the big ass dude in China.
Hey, hey, that nigga was giving that nigga Howard the blues. Hey,
My nigga Howard was struggling.
Howard gave him his best
uh,
one two.
let me see your best. Let me see your best combination. Just like I thought. That ain't shit.
Hey man, Howard
Oh,
left that game and embraced being in China. Like I'm here for a
oh
reason.
man, shit.
my, nigga,
Hey, that motherfucker
my
was.
nigga Dwight start recruiting people over. Like
Oh, hey, we talked.
Bro,
Well, when did we talk about that shit? Cause I
shit.
brought that shit up a while ago, nigga.
Oh
That
my
shit.
goodness, bro.
Oh my god. Hey,
That
that
shit was comedy. Old boy was playing with him. No Diddy, man.
that nigga was
Dang.
immovable, nigga. That nigga was just like,
God. Oh my God, bro. I don't know what made
oh,
me think about that shit, but that shit was pure jokes.
oh man.
Like Dwight,
What is old
you
boy's
getting
name, man? We gotta look that up and put some respect on his
fuck,
name one
man.
time, man.
Fuck.
Nah, but
Okay.
overall, man,
Anyway,
good, a good thing for the WNBA, man. It was a cool draft. It was the first time they sold tickets, I believe, for the live draft. and it was held somewhere. I don't know the exact location in Brooklyn, some theater hall, but that shit was packed. You
Okay.
Yeah.
know, I mean, I know sometimes they got seat fillers and shit for certain stuff, but I mean, I don't know if that was the case there. Like, I think I think
I
they
think it was the Caitlin Clark effect, right?
Yeah.
it definitely
Yeah.
was. What
Do what
and
you
I
will
think
about it.
I think the Fever have what 34 out of 36 games will be televised.
34. I think it's 30 or 34 or 38. I thought.
34 out of 38.
Yeah.
Okay, will be man. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
hey, listen,
the Pacers don't even get that much air
I
time.
don't, I don't care how they try and dress her up, man.
Oh man.
Thank God for basketball because Caitlin Clark, man, goodness gracious. I mean, I'm trying to look from every angle, the makeup, the hair. Like, I can't, no.
Man,
That jaw structure is way too crazy.
It's
But
strong. It's really, really
it's
strong.
it's crazy.
It's strong.
So